It's been a while since I've talked about Lakeith Stanfield on my channel, on this channel anyway. I recently addressed him in that questionable photo shoot that he had on my live stream channel, and it's like, Lakeith, what are you doing? Like, what are you, excuse me, what are you segueing into? And like that kind of rubs some people the wrong way. But everybody's asking everybody, it seems, what they think about what happened with this slap with Will Smith and Chris Rock. And so far, from what I've seen, only two people gave great responses as far as celebrities go. And I'm going to talk about both of them in this video. But I'm going to first talk about, well, the two people I'm talking about is Lakeith Stanfield and Daniel Radcliffe. I'm going to talk about Lakeith Stanfield first, because his actually came with an audio from when they interviewed him. And this was right after the awards was over and people were on their way to the after party. So I'm going to go ahead and play this 20-second clip, or this 20-second audio, hear what the reporter asked him, and listen to Lakeith's response.
What did you think when you saw Will smack Chris Rock?
I don't know, it was crazy. I don't know, it was surreal. A little surreal moment. Yeah.
A lot of people were saying, is it real, is it not real? And it seemed pretty real.
Yeah, it's just surreal because the place it happened in. But you know, in places all over the world, you know, real stuff be happening.
Okay, so that was his response. And basically, in so many words, he gave the response that a lot of black people should have given or would give in something like this. And this could pretty much be indicative to, I guess you could say, how Lakeith Stanfield grew up, because I believe he is from California. Basically, he's saying that there's other stuff and other pressing matters that are going on in the world for us to just harp on this whole thing involving a slap. And then when he was in another stance, you could say, hey, niggas get slapped every day. It's just that this one just happened to happen on one of the biggest stages in the world as far as people watching. And it's what it is. What I thought was interesting, because this is a picture of him at the actual event at that, I think it was a Vanity Fair after party, and that's him wearing the fur coat. What I thought was funny was when he was being interviewed, he kind of like flung his jacket a little bit to put more emphasis on his jacket, because he could tell that Lakeith just kind of didn't care. Like, he was just there. All he said was that it was a surreal moment, and it is what it is. Like, I don't have to go into a whole diatribe. And see, the thing is, they're expecting a lot of people to go into this whole narrative about what it was. Like, you have all these people saying they were traumatized and a bunch of fake outrage. Like, I posted up on my Twitter the other day that this incident just revealed how phony and fake America is. I said America as a collective is about as fake and phony as every piece inside of a Monopoly board game set. So that was Lakeith's response. So I'm going to go ahead and segue into Daniel Radcliffe's response. And in case many of you have no clue who Daniel Radcliffe is, he's none other than Harry Potter. I think that's like the best thing we can say that we know him for. I mean, not saying he hasn't done any other work, but when it comes to what he's known for the most, Harry Potter is what he's known for. And Daniel Radcliffe actually gave one of the best responses that I have seen so far outside of Lakeith Stanfield. Lakeith Stanfield was kind of like, it was a good response, but it was like really standoffish. Like, it's like, it is what it is, you know. But Daniel Radcliffe probably gave the best response that I've seen come from a PC celebrity. Now, his doesn't have any audio, but his is more of a transcript. They said Daniel Radcliffe got asked to weigh in on Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars, and his response was, I'm just so already dramatically bored of hearing people's opinions about it that I just don't want to be another opinion adding to it. Excellent response. In translation, he's tired of hearing everybody, first off, asking other people about it, people giving their opinion about it, no matter what their stance is. And he says he doesn't want to add into it. Because I think it's also because he sees that a lot of people are getting dragged about this, because it's a very touchy subject right now. And he probably knows, no matter what he says, he knows that he can get dragged either way. So in his mind, it's best for him not to say anything. And if he does have any opinions about it, let it stay in his head. Like, don't let it leave his mouth, and don't let anybody just catch wind of whatever it is that he's thinking about this whole situation. He may have an opinion about it, and he may not have an opinion about it. It is what it is. But the thing is, they think that everybody should have an opinion about what happened, and they want their opinion to go one way or another way. If he just doesn't have one, it is what it is. Some people are probably going to be mad at him because he doesn't have an opinion about it. Thankfully, when I'm looking at the comments, a lot of people were saying thank you for actually saying nothing. That was probably the best thing that you could have did. No matter how you may or may not feel about it, don't just say anything, because that could hinder you. And then on top of that, he has a movie coming out. I think it just came out, called The Lost City. Is with him, Sandra Bullock, and Channing Tatum. I think Brad Pitt has a small part in it too. So he's not trying to ruin that, or, all of that, because that's the hot topic. That's the hot question everybody's asking people nowadays. What do you think of the slap? What do you think of the slap? It's like no one can go anywhere on any red carpet to any event and not just be asked questions about whatever event they are there for. If it's a movie, they're gonna constantly ask them about what happened, at the Oscars. That's not what we're here for, and that has nothing to do with what I'm promoting. Just stick to the topic at hand and keep it moving. It's just that now, because of this, now they're going to, like I said, they're going to constantly ask a lot of these celebrities what they think about this. And the real test is, how are they going to respond to it? And so far, Lakeith and Daniel have given two of the best responses so far. Just kind of brush it off, or, say no comment. That's probably the best thing you can do. But I leave that also up to their PR team. Like, whoever is their publicist and who's ever, public relations, whoever's doing over that, they are a huge help, because they're the ones that pretty much tell them what to and what to not say when certain questions come up. Just say no comment. That's all you have to say. That's probably one of the best responses that you could give at this point in time, especially if you're a person that has dirt on your name and the internet can go and find that dirt, dig it up, and throw it back at you. Look at Zoe Kravitz, for example.